the T and the I-O-N.
For example, the city has a Christmas tree right down there in front of the Capitol at Congress and 11th. And the tree is donated, the labor to put it up is donated. I know some of the people who did it, and one of the people who participated in putting it up is an atheist. And I'd like to say, I got no problem with trees. The tree itself is not Christian, it's pagan in origin.
Right.
You know, the fact that we put up and decorate, matter of fact, there are a lot of Christian sects that refuse to celebrate Christmas and refuse to put up trees and wreaths and other things like that, specifically because they're pagan. I tend to kind of look at it as, you know, as long as you're not advocating religion over irreligion or one religion over another, I don't have a real problem with it.
So I just want to point out that this is like an extremely individual choice. Like atheists, the atheist view on how to deal with the holiday season is, there's a huge range. I mean, there are some atheists who will go to work on Christmas Day just to basically say it's just a day. And there are other atheists who will put up a Christmas tree and have the presents, and they have no problem at all.
And Richard Dawkins in the Four Horsemen was talking, and so was Daniel Dennett, talking about how they go out and sing carols, and not just the secular carols, they'll sing the religious stuff. It's kind of like, you know, you can appreciate religious architecture, religious art, things like that, and not, this is not a church-state separation violation. My thing is that I think what Christmas generally is, setting aside what any Christian thinks that Christmas is, but how it's generally practiced, is a really good thing. Take time off from the rigors of the daily grind, get together with family and friends and people you care about, and show them and demonstrate to them that you actually care about them and love them. Whether you do it by, you know, talking, sharing time, exchanging gifts, whatever, those are all good things. And if there's anything that I've said a billion times on this show, it's let's keep the good things and get rid of the bad things, regardless of where they come from.
I see. So you don't feel like it's supporting God in any sort of way, then?
How does a tree support God?
Or, well, they say Christmas is about a God, the story goes.
So if the pagans start claiming that Arbor Day is their religious festival, does that mean that everybody that we're supporting a religion by having Arbor Day?
Well, they could very well be. If your tax dollars went to it, it might become problematic.
Yeah, I'm not opposed to my tax dollars going to things that generally promote positive things among my fellow men. Now, provided we're not supporting a specific religion. I'm supporting everybody enjoy whatever holiday they want for whatever reason they want.
Right.
I'm not supporting Christmas because it's fun. Don't try and spin this as if I'm hypocritical. I'll say all day long, well, I have no belief that there's a God, and what I celebrate this time of year has nothing at all to do with Christianity.
Right. That's the point, is that this is, to me, Christmas is not a Christian holiday. It's a pagan holiday the Christians hijacked to claim that it has to do with the birth of Jesus, which it has nothing to do with. So if I go back, you know, there's people that could say, well, let's take it back to the pagan roots before the Christians hijacked it, and we'll celebrate it based on its original meaning.
Which was a god anyway.
Which was a solstice, a change in...
Yes.
A pagan god.
But right. If somebody wants to go that route, I'm saying the Christians have as much right to put their Christian meaning on it as the pagans had to put their pagan meaning on it, as I have to put my secular meaning on it. Anybody can put whatever meaning on it they want. I have no problem with what somebody personally celebrates this holiday as or doesn't celebrate it as.
I was asked by a family member, you know, well, how do you justify celebrating Christmas? You don't believe in God. Well, the question you're asking demonstrates the bias that's already in your head. You think that Christmas is Christianity's religion. I got news for you. Jesus wasn't born December 25th. It wasn't. If he existed at all, which is, you know, I may not have a problem with that, you can be certain that it wasn't December 25th that he was born. So what happened was a pagan festival, which, yes, at some point they worshipped the sun god, was adopted and taken over by Christians, and now it's been taken over by corporations. If you think Christmas, especially in the United States, has anything to do with Jesus, you're fooling yourself. It's about presents. It's about shopping. It's about reestablishing the economy once a year. That's what it is. Now, I celebrate life, my friends, my family. What's wrong with taking some time off to do that? As a matter of fact, I'd say it's probably one of the most positive holidays that we have. The fact that it's so universally celebrated, it doesn't matter to me if somebody wants to, I mean, really, when you're opening presents, are you seriously thinking, boy, I'm sure I'm glad Jesus was born 2,000 years ago so that I could get my new Xbox? Are you really doing that? I mean, that's if you are, cool. I guess you're a true Christian by whatever definition that is. But let's not pretend, especially those of you who go to church on Christmas and Easter, and those are the only times you go. That's kind of a posturing that, you know, even I found distasteful when I was a Christian.
I also, though, I want to put forward that part of, like, and this is a personal thing, like I said, you know, there are atheists that don't feel like I feel about it. My personal feeling.
Right.
I was part of a religion that did not consider Christmas to be a religious holiday. That religion said this is a pagan holiday. It is wrong to celebrate this in any sort of religious way. It is a secular celebration only, or you are in sin. That was their take on it. Now that I'm not religious, I am free from the idea that I cannot celebrate something because it has this religious inference, okay? No one is going to shackle me with that ever again. If I go to India and they are having some kind of Shiva holiday where people are throwing flowers at the statue and asking for favors, and they say, you know, give us $2 and get your flowers and go put your flowers on the statue, and that's like, we have this, you know, thing about Shiva grants blessings if you do it. Guess what? I might do it. I might say, I want to do this. David, take my picture while I'm putting my flowers on Shiva. Here's me and Shiva. Let's get a shot of this. I have no fear that somebody's going to see me putting flowers on Shiva and go, oh man, she worships Shiva. She's not an atheist. It doesn't matter. No one's going to send me to hell for putting flowers on Shiva.
There's a great example of that from this season's Survivor.
I know,
in the very
Buddhist
first
temple.
episode,
Exactly.
they go to a Buddhist temple for a welcoming ceremony. There's nothing religious about it. There's nothing worshipful about it. And yet this one Christian radio talk show host who's a contestant on Survivor freaks out and has to leave. And I mean, seriously, she had an anxiety attack over
I used
this.
her as the example on another forum when I was making the same argument.
Yeah, it's, you know, basically her fear of
that's what I wrote in my notes.
Of reprisal from this God that she believes in, and also I'd probably say fear of being chastised by other followers.
Right. When she got home,
prompted her to just, in a panic, walk out of this welcome festival. I mean, as Tracy was saying, freedom from religion allows you to participate in all kinds of things for whatever reason you want.
For someone else, not because I felt like I was compelled to not do it because it was, I can't touch this because it's religious. I don't have that fear anymore. That's a fear that religious people carry that an atheist need not carry. Now, if an atheist wants to make a statement and say, I refuse to participate because this is poppycock and I just don't want to give any, you know, a part or support to this, I am not going to go head-to-head with that atheist and tell them they're wrong. I'm simply going to say, that's how you view it, this is how I view it. I fear nothing. I don't care if somebody, you know, takes it the wrong way. I'm not going to sit around worrying about that. Take it how you want to take it. If Christmas means eggnog and Rudolph to you, fine. If it means Jesus was born and I'm so happy because I'm a Christian, fine. If it means I'm going to work today because I don't even care this is a holiday, fine. I don't care. And I don't really see why somebody would worry about how I view it.
Yeah.
But if you do, go ahead. Worry all you want. It doesn't worry me.
Now the D and the A and the M and the N and the A and the T and the I, O, M. Lose your face, lose your name.